So I'm giving you my August TBR. Hello lovely bookworms and welcome to a new video. I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram, and firstly I want to say hi! It's been so long since I've actually filmed a video, and also very long since I've had a regular reading pattern. I haven't read that much in the past few months, and I think that I might be back. At least I'm planning to read more. I've made an actual TBR, and that is also what this video will be about, my August TBR. Firstly, before I start, I would like to mention that after this video there will be 7 daily vlogs of Femke and I's adventures in Romania. We went to Romania at the end of July. We just got back, I think it's not even a week ago since we came back, and I'm very, very excited to share that with you. I'm editing them at the moment, and they're coming soon, I promise. But without further ado, let's get into the books that I want to read in August. So the first book that I want to read is actually the third book, I think, in a trilogy, and that is War of the Bastards. I'll just put it up on the screen as I usually do. I've read the first 2 books, I think, last year or even the year before, and I really, really enjoyed them. They're easy reads, quick reads, not too dense, and just action-packed and filled with magic and fantasy, and something that I really, really enjoy. Of course, that's a hint of romance in there, which is even better. And yeah, I'm just very excited to read the third one, and that's why I decided to read it this month. I've already started, haven't read that much of it, but so far, so good. The second book is actually a book that is coming out this month, and I'm holding up the first book because I don't have the second book just yet. I did pre-order it, but we'll see when that gets here. Hopefully in about a day or 6, because it's coming out, I think, on August 6th. And that is A Vow of Thieves, which is the second book in the Dance of Thieves series, duology, trilogy, I have no idea. I just know that there are 2 books for certain. Maybe there will be more. I'm not completely sure, but we'll see. I'm very, very excited for Vow of Thieves because Dance of Thieves was one of my favorite reads of all time. I love Mary E. Pearson's work. I also really love the Kiss of Deception trilogy. They're one of my favorite characters and favorite plot lines and story in general. This book is set in the same universe, and I just really, really love the characters. Jace is just my baby, and I love him so much, and I need this book now. Then a book that I've recently ordered, and that is Mirage by Somaya Dodd. I hope I'm saying this correctly. I think that this one is sci-fi-ish. Usually I don't tend to go for sci-fi, but this one really piqued my interest, and I thought, why not give it a go? It's not that big, or at least it doesn't look that big and intimidating to me, so I think it's a good start if I want to dip my toes into some sci-fi. And also, how beautiful are the sprayed edges, and I think this one is also signed. So I'm excited to see what this is all about, and yeah. The next book is another Fairy Loot book, and this one I did receive in a box. I did get the entire box. The other one I ordered on the Fairy Trope. Basically what you can do is sometimes books will get available after the boxes are out, so instead of buying the entire box, if there's something in there that you don't think is as interesting to you, you can basically buy the book afterwards, which is something that I personally really enjoy because the book is the one thing that I love most about the boxes usually. So the book that I want to mention and the book that I want to read this month is Fire and Heist. It was in a box somewhere this year, I think the beginning of the year, and I haven't picked it up yet. It's also not very big, which is kind of a theme this month. I don't want to read books that are very, very dense and thick, because I'm getting into the reading flow again, and you don't want to pick up, say, Priory of the Orange Tree, which is an actual brick, because it's very intimidating if you're just getting out of a reading slump. So I thought Fire and Heist, not too big, don't know too much about it actually, but I thought, why not pick it up? I want to read more books that I actually own instead of ebooks, so I thought, why not pick this one up? So yeah, Fire and Heist, and we'll see what I think about it. The next book is one that I've also been very excited about. I know that Femke read it and really thoroughly enjoyed it, and that is We Hunt the Flame. I think this has to do with the god of death. I'm not completely sure other than that. The only thing I do know is that the cover is absolutely beautiful, which you can probably now see on your screen. I also don't think this one is too big, so again, that is in the same line as most of the other books that are on here. I don't think Vow of Thieves is very thin, but I'm just very excited for that book, so I thought, you know, I'll read it anyway. And yeah, We Hunt the Flame has been on my TBR for a very long time, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it, so I thought, why not read it now? Then a book that has been on my TBR for a very long time, and I've also been meaning to read for a very long time, and also started, and that is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I hope I'm not butchering your name, I'm so sorry. A funny story about this book, I own 2 copies. I got a replacement copy, which is the one I'm holding right now, and the reason for this is that I was reading the book, and then all of a sudden my pages went from, I think it was 150 to 180, so I missed over 30 pages, and I was so sad that I just put the book down, and I actually emailed Book Depository, from which I ordered it, and they sent me a new one, which I think is amazing, so I can finally read it in its entirety now. And yeah, I've been meaning to read this for so long. I was supposed to buddy read this with Femke and Amber, 2 of my friends, and they finished it and I have not. So it is on my TBR this month. I just really need to read this as soon as possible because I want to read the second one as well, The Dragon Republic, which has been out for a bit. But my reading game is not as great, but that is fine. That is okay. So yeah, The Poppy War. Then the next book that I really want to read is Kingsbane by Claire Legrand, which is the second book in the Furyborn, I think it's a series. And I've been meaning to read this one also for quite a while because I think one of the reviews that is up on my channel is about Furyborn, so you know how much I love that book. It is absolutely brilliant. So I really want to read Kingsbane, but again, I haven't just gotten around to reading it. It's been out for quite a bit, I think. And I'm just excited to read it. Then the last book on this list is one that was gifted to me by a very close friend whom I love very much, and that is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I've read An Enchantment of Ravens last year and I was not a fan. I just didn't enjoy that book at all. But I've heard very great things about this one and it is absolutely stunning. So I'm very excited to pick this up. Once again, I think that it is not too big. I feel like this is one of those books that you fly through because it was the same way with An Enchantment of Ravens. It is also a standalone, which I also really like, so you can just fly through them. And we'll see how far I can get. But yeah, I'm very excited and I hope that this one won't disappoint me as much as An Enchantment of Ravens did. These were all the books that I have put on my TBR for August. I have no idea how far I am gonna get with reading. I do know that I am excited to read again. I've been tempted to pick up a book left and right, and I just feel like my reading spirit is back on again. Yeah, I put 8 on there for now. I have no idea how far I'm gonna get. Maybe 2 weeks in I realize, okay, my reading slump is not gone and it's gonna be 2 books. Maybe I read all 8 of them, and maybe I'll read even more. I have no idea. But I wanted to put them on there anyways, so I show you guys the books that have been on my forefront, like the forefront of my mind, and I really want to read. I think that is everything for this video. I really want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that we post. Please give this video a like, and I will see you guys the next time. Bye!